Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm the Underdog Lord, just on Reviews, and I watched the movie, which was Children of the Corn Genesis, aka Children of the Corn 8. Yes, we're this close on ending it, finally. You know, because, yeah, I've been done with this franchise since the second movie, actually. But yo, we keep watching them till the end because yo, they're just 10 movies. Yes, just 10 movies. I could have watched 10, 8 other great movies maybe, but I chose to watch 8 movies that, 8 other movies that might be good ones in between. And well, for now, no. Well, there were some that came close, but no cigar. Let's just start with this movie, shall we? It's September 1973 and we're 20 miles from Gatlin, Nebraska. We see a house and we see a soldier standing here. Yeah, we see his back and we see there 3 children, playing with a jump rope. And then a kid is, a boy on a bike is come by, ting. We then get the front shot of the soldier, bit from the shoulders up, and he's smiling. He's looking at probably the kids playing, and then he looks back at the house, and we're back at the back shot from him, and he starts walking towards the house. We got he passes a girl that's sitting there on the porch, on the stairs of the porch, and he walks to the front door. The door is with a creak open, and he says, "Hello?" No answer. He looks back, and all the children are staring at him. Yeah, maybe not go inside. I know it's your house, but yeah, it's a bit ominous when all the children are staring at you. Yeah. But he turned back and went inside anyway. But we're gonna leave that because if you want to know what's happening next, watch the movie yourself. I can tell you that this Children of the Corn is a bit more paranormal than the others are. We had one that was a bit more bloody, which I don't mind, if a movie is a bit more bloody. And this one was a bit more paranormal, which, yeah, okay. There was a scene where a couple had, the car, the radiator was kaput, which is kind of funny that English speakers use the word kaput, even though that's a German word for broken. It's kind of funny, but it's broken, or it doesn't work, overheated, whatever. I'm not a car guy, so I don't know. But anyway, couple broken or whatever, radiator for car. They walk towards the house, and they knock on the door. Guy opens the door, and they ask they spiel car is broken, which is also pretty funny. Spiel is also a German word for game. Spiel, spell, game, yeah. And he is I don't help. Oh yeah, we don't ask for your help. We want to ask if you have a telephone. If you have a phone. He said, I don't have a phone. okay, and they said, okay, how far is it from the next thing. Oh no, wait, it was later on. Um, was it? I think they asked something else, but is they didn't have fun. And then the chick, she looked back and all, and she saw a telephone wire, phone wires, whatever. And she said, well, you might have a phone because I see phone wire. Bitch, if he says he doesn't have a phone, you don't gonna press him. You're not in the city, you're not gonna pick up a fight with the guy. You just leave. If he says I don't have a phone, you just presume he doesn't have a phone and you just fucking leave. You're not gonna pick a fight with a country guy. I don't know. I don't know how it works in America, but I think there's a chance that he's gonna shoot you, if you don't go off his property. Just saying, I've heard stories about being on somebody else's property in America, and that doesn't, usually it involves a gun, from the owner. So, and asking you to leave. So, how about you just fucking leave? And they left. They were walking away, and she started to complain. I'm pregnant, whatever. And then he opened the door again. So, oh yeah, well you can come inside. We wouldn't be very good Christians because they had the cross on the door. I thought, yeah, no. You said you don't have a phone. They eventually did have a phone, but you said you don't have a phone. I'm not gonna pry further into your house after after I said I'm pregnant and now you're interested of letting us in. Yeah, no, no, no. Bye. Um. So they went inside and she did something very stupid. She was taking something to drink from them, some sweet tea. But haven't your parents learned you don't take things from strangers, especially foods and drinks? So yeah, yeah, you can keep your sweet tea. I don't need none, even though it was very hot outside. So but still, let me get a glass. Oh yeah, America. So yeah, I want to say, let me get the glass and walk me to your faucet and let me get a glass of water by myself. You don't have to give me a glass of water because I don't trust that shit. But thinking about it, it's in America, Nebraska. I don't know how good the water is in Nebraska, but I've heard shit also about American water that ain't too good. That it's not really drinkable. Well, especially in Flint, Michigan, but then you're talking about something. Um, but yeah. So yeah, you know, I grew up here in the Netherlands, and we can just drink water from the faucet. So just tap water. It's easy, just drink it. But I don't know how it is in American households. If it probably differs by state, and maybe even from city by city, but still, or town by city or whatever. But yeah. But just don't take shit from strangers. This movie was alright, even though it was a bit more paranormal than the others, it was still an alright movie. I think all franchises are alright. Alright to okay, it's just not my franchise. So I give the movie a 3 low 4. Go watch the movie yourself, leave likes, recommend a good field movie download in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel and check out my second channel, Underdog Eats, where I do food search every week from time to time. So no call my first channel, Underdog Reacts, I do primarily music, link down below in the description. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.